Well, hello everyone, and welcome to my top 5 worst movies of 2023. Man, 2023 has been a year of so many movies, so many good ones, so many brilliant ones, but there are movies out there are not as good as others because some of the movies in this list is going to be my personal opinion and my personal thoughts overall. Your guys' opinions can be different from mine, that's okay, but please keep in mind this is just my opinion. If you disagree, completely fine with that, but please be civil in the comments and please do not attack me if your favorite movie is in this list. And also, if you like some of these movies on my list, that's fine, but please be civil about it. So anyway, let's just get into this. So before I get into my top 5 worst films of the list, I want to mention some of the honourable mentions, or as others call it, the dishonourable mentions on this list. So for my dishonourable mentions, they are Strays, The Flash, 65, and Ghosted. That's out of the way. Let's get into our top 5. Coming in at number 5 is probably the most controversial one. I know a lot of people seem to enjoy it, but for me, it's Aquaman 2 and The Lost Kingdom. This is how they end the DCEU, just like that, with a whimper. Look, as much I wanted to like this film, but this film is so messy, so convoluted, and all over the place with its story choices, and some of the editing is all over the place because due to reshoots. And honestly, this film is pretty bad. The humor doesn't work. None of the actors are trying. Maybe Jason Momoa and Patrick Wilson are the highlights for me as their brother relationship, but other than that, there's nothing else to praise about it. It's just an overall a wasted opportunity. Black Manta, he's such a wasted villain, and his motivations are not clear. Honestly, I'm done with this talking about this film, how messy it is, and I don't really care. I'm glad the DCU ended. It's such a shame because I like Jason Momoa as Aquaman. I do think he's the highlight for me personally. But unfortunately, it's sad to see him go, and it's sad to see this franchise is dead. At number 4 is Meg 2, The Trench. Man, look, the first film to me was just alright. It was just what it is. It's just a dumb, guilty pleasure movie. But man, do we really need a sequel? A sequel that nobody asked for. But unfortunately, this movie made a lot of money. I'm assuming there will be a third one. I doubt it. But Jason Statham does try his best here, but he's just playing the same character over and over and over again. Rest of the acting is terrible. The CGI is awful. And the final bit of the film when the attack happens and the big action scene is just underwhelming. And for the majority of the film, they're in the trench like for the last hour and a half or maybe an hour in, but it's not even that good to talk about. Don't forget the characters, especially the villains and then all the rest of the cast. They're very bland and they get nothing to work with. This movie is just not even worth talking about. It's just nothing happens till like the last half of the movie when the shark attack happens and all these prehistoric creatures comes in from the trench. It's not even worth your time, and the CGI is terrible as well. Man, I can go on. This film is at number 4. 3. Oh, Robert Rodriguez, can you please stop making these movies already? Spy Kids Armageddon. This is a Netflix film, so this is probably is it the 5th Spy Kids film already? Look, the first 2 or 3 Spy Kids films should have stayed as a trilogy. But now they're just making a 4th film, which I've never seen. I never cared about it. I never want to watch it. So I decided to watch this one because Zachary Levi's in it. And man, Zachary Levi didn't save this movie at all. He didn't save it. Despite his performance was just fine. He was just playing Zachary Levi. But the rest of the actors either phoned it in or just didn't care. The family's unlikable. The kids, I wouldn't blame them. It's not their fault. It's just, everything about it, it's just not that good. The CGI is terrible. The story is crap. The villain is awful. Everything about this film should have stopped at the end of it. Oh, we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. At number 2 is Expendables, or Expendables 4, whatever you want to call this title. It kind of reminds me of Fan 4 Stick. Anyway, this film is really bad. I don't know why. I'm not the biggest Expendables fan. I've seen the other 3 before this. The first film was fine. The second film, much better. Third one was mediocre. But this one is just straight up bad. It's not guilty pleasure bad. It's just really bad. Jason Statham, why? You deserve better. You're in Meg 2, now you're in this. Sylvester Stallone is wasted. The rest of the cast is either phoning it in or just giving a really bad performance. The villain is terrible. The CGI is so questionable. Why is blue screen or green screen? It's so noticeable. The action's not fun. The dialogue is crap. Everything about this film is just crap. Here we are at number 1. Oh, look, I really want this film not on my list, but I have to be on this list because this is the movie that beginning of this year, I did say, this is my worst film of the year. And I knew it's going to stay as number 1. It could be Expendables 4, but this film completely killed me. I'm talking about one of, if not one of the worst films I ever seen this year, and it's and number 1 worst film of 2023 is Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Yes, that movie. Now look, when I first heard about this movie, when I heard that the book's in public domain and they're making a horror version of Winnie the Pooh, I was kind of like, okay, let's see what they do with it, it'd be interesting. And then I saw the trailer and the marketing and the images, and I'm like, what is this? What is that about? And then when the film did come out, and I watched it online for free, and look, I went in to watch this film hoping to be good. I was hoping. But my God, it was just as bad as I thought, even worse than I thought. This film is absolutely horrendous. Everything about the direction and the CGI blood is noticeable at times, and the acting is absolutely atrocious. Christopher Robin, as a character, does nothing. You think he's going to be the main hero? He's going to figure out how to stop Pooh and Piglet from killing people. But no, Christopher Robin, all he does in this film is saying, Pooh, why are you doing this, Pooh? Pooh, you used to be friends. Why are you doing this, Pooh? Pooh. I'm like, shut up and do something about it. And of course, it focuses on the 5 college university girls. They're not that interesting. They're flat and their acting is pretty terrible. The kills are not that fun. Even though there were a couple of moments, it does look cool, but most of it just looks crap because due to the fake CGI blood. Everything about this film, and I don't know why this movie is getting a sequel because it made so much fucking money. So, Pooh and Piglet are just 2 blokes. One of them is wearing a bear mask and the other one's wearing a pig mask. Even though Piglet looks like a warhog, not a pig. It's funny because I don't know why we're getting a sequel to this, and also we're going to get a shared universe where we're going to get like Avengers style but with fairy tale horror creatures like Bambi and Peter Pan. Why are we getting those? I don't know. Oh God, I hope to God the sequel can improve on this one, but honestly, I just don't care. Honestly, now, I can say this now, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey is the worst film of the year. And that is my top 5 worst movies of 2023. Now guys, in the comments down below, it's over to you. What is your top 5 or maybe top 10 or 15 worst movies of the year? Let me know in the comments down below and tell me what you think. And of course guys, like, comment, subscribe, hit that icon bell for more future videos like this. And of course guys, until next time, see ya!